Let's talk about Lawrence Fishburne, who is throwing his hat in the ring to want to be a part of the MCU. He says that he wants to play Charles Xavier, Professor X, in the MCU's reboot of the X-Men. So the 64-year-old actor expressed his interest in playing Professor Charles Xavier slash Professor X in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's version of the X-Men during a Matrix reunion panel at Child, now I would have loved to have gone to that. A Matrix reunion panel at New York Comic Con on Sunday, saying, quote, I know what they're talking about. I mean, I know they're talking about the X-Men now. So at this point, I want one of two things. The first thing would be, what do you think about Lawrence Fishburne as Professor X? The question drew immediate cheers and applause from the crowd. Approved host Josh Harwitz, child, he is everywhere. Like he's just doing all that. He's Mr. Panel dude now. um, not that I'm hating because I like Josh Harwitz, but yeah, he's everywhere. So now the founder of Xavier's School of Gifted Youngsters, Professor Charles Xavier, is the leader of the X-Men and has telepathic abilities that allow him to control and read minds, create illusions, and generate psychic barriers. Well, hopefully they'll use him a whole lot more than what Brian Singer did, but I guess because he ain't looked 12 and he couldn't fuck him, that's why he pretty much just diluted a lot of the characters in that film, except Hugh Jackman. So it made him like the central part of that freaking movie. And then they also said that so yeah, he's been played twice by Patrick Stewart, as y'all know, and then James McAvoy in the when they try to do him in the younger ages. So they said when it comes to his second dream role, Fishburne is a bit more flexible. He said, I don't know, I'm gonna let you guys decide. He confessed to the audience, I can't figure it out. However, when Horowitz suggested the idea of Fishburne potentially joining the Star Wars universe, the actor shot down the idea faster than not faster than Han Solo shot Greedo. He said, "No, I'm good. I'm watching everything. I'm watching every Star Wars. I'm in the middle of Rebels now, man. I'm good on the couch with Star Wars. I don't need a lightsaber. I don't pew pew. I don't need Okay, that's funny. But here's the thing. I'm with him on that because I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna hold you. Star Wars has been trash. Like ever, we haven't gotten a good Star Wars movie since Return of the Jedi, and that's no shade. I just feel like me growing up with A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Those are like the triple trifecta of iconic Star Wars stuff. Post that when they try to do the young Anakin Skywalker stuff, it's been trash. I ain't like none of it. Mandalorian, just the first two seasons was good. Didn't like last season. I ain't really feeling. I ain't all that got high hopes for Grogu and the other one. I'm like, who's really gonna go to the movies and see that? I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, especially when we've been spoiled enough to watch Mandalorian and Grogu on our TV screens. Now we got to go to the movies and see this. It was a dumb idea on Disney Plus's part. And plus, the way that Kathleen Kennedy and everybody's been handling a lot of the Star Wars lore and everything as of late has been trash. Y'all already burned me wholeheartedly with Rise of the Skywalker. What the hell was that? I'm still mad about that damn movie. And I went to the movies to see that because it was my sister's birthday and she wanted to go see that freaking film. I was tight. The only good thing I liked about it was I liked the theater, the way it was the AMC was set up and they had the food that come to you and stuff. But other than that, I was so tight with that damn and now that you talk about they want to make a Ray film for why we don't want it. I like the actress that played Ray. No, we done with the whole. Y'all done burned that bridge. Y'all fucked that story up, and don't even get me started on Finn and Poe. Y'all messed that whole story up. Like Finn had the opportunity. Y'all had an opportunity to make him like this Jedi type of whatever, and then I blame J.J. Abrams. It's his damn fault. He fucked up that damn franchise for me. So yeah, can you tell I'm tight over Star Wars? But nevertheless, it's like nope. Leave Star Wars alone. I think the smart thing on his part would be to Star Wars. Now, in regards to the whole thing of Professor Xavier, I would love to. I think. I mean, yeah, they could possibly go younger, whatever the case was. But was Patrick Stewart a spring chicken when he played the character? So I think in the MCU, I would definitely think it would be a smart idea to have someone like Lawrence Fishburne comes in. He has like this gravitas about him. I love his voice. It's very commanding. I don't know if I told y'all this story, but I actually met Lawrence Fishburne a million years ago back when I was in school. My teacher, Copper Cunningham, she was my teacher. She's also an actress. She was good friends with Lawrence Fishburne. So I remember like one day we all had like lunch or whatever, and he came out, and this was around the time when Was Love Got to Do With It was out. Or it might have been way after. And I remember one of my classmates came out and called him Ike Turner. He was it's Laurence Fish. He said it's Laurence. My name is not no Ike. And she felt the way. But I'm like, what you getting mad for? You calling him a character like he beating on women and shit. I'm like, no, he was playing somebody. He was not beating on Tina. That ain't Ike. I played Ike. I should have got an Oscar for playing Ike too. But just like Angela Bassett should have got a Oscar for playing Miss Tina. But yeah, so I was like, I remember we had lunch with him. He was lovely, like he's a real cool guy, whatever the case was. Once you broke the ice and he nipped that shit in the bud with some of y'all was trying him and my classmates. But he was a cool dude or whatever the case was. So that was a great opportunity where I got to actually have lunch with him and we got to converse about acting and a bunch of other stuff, which got me interested more into like the world of entertainment. This was like in the 90s. So and yeah, I think he was doing Riff Raff on Broadway with Heavy D. May he rest in peace. So yeah, I'm taking y'all way back. So, and this whole thing again, and I want to hear a goddamn word of what y'all coming out. But uh, Professor X is white. Now, if y'all going to do that, then we need to have a white Black Panther. Here's what I got to say about all that. Now, there's no credence in the whole situation, especially when it comes to like comic books and we transfer into comic movie worlds. How many times have we had if you read a comic book, they've changed the race or the gender and all other stuff and certain things where they made certain characters for a certain period where they, a certain bunch of issues that whoever was running that issue, oh, we're gonna take this character, we're gonna make Iceman a homosexual. We're gonna make, I'm just saying, for example, we're gonna make Wolverine um this character, we're gonna make a black Wolverine or whatever case. Like there's times when you do race swapping and stuff where you're trying to tell certain stories. They even have a recent comic where they had a white Black Panther. So for the movies or whatever, I always say it's whoever is good for the job. It's not, we got to really be, I mean, unless it's about the race is culturally significant to the story, like a Black Panther, whatever the case was, or Blade. It's like, yeah, they need to be that specific race. But to have him come in and do that, that would be great. Now, in regards of this, might really get people mad. In regards of Magneto, because remember there was rumors going around that they was talking about having Magneto played by Denzel Washington or something or another. I'm like, now if they made Magneto black, I know people gonna get pissed because they've been, well, he has to be Jewish and the whole Holocaust thing. I'm like, Holocaust happened over 100 years ago. So how old we planning on making Magneto in this universe? Like, it worked 20 some odd years ago, and we had the original X-Men because I believe the original X-Men came out in 2000. So it wasn't that far off that you could have somebody like a Ian McKellen come in and play that character. But in 2025, this man got to be 100 something odd years old and still agile in order to be believable. So that whole they got to figure out how to make Magneto work in this new world and this sort of thing. So if they decide to change up the roles and race swapping or whatever the case was, I'm not going to be too mad about it. Me, I'm all about whoever is good for the job and whoever can command that whole situation. And to me, Laurence Fishburne has that gravitas that I believe that could pull off playing Magneto. And plus, he got the head for it. He already shaved the head, so that would be good. You definitely could see he could pull it off. He got a nice shaped head. Now, the one thing I would love to have seen him come back for, and I'm still mad at y'all over that. The fact that y'all didn't bring him back for the Matrix, and I know they're talking about Drew Goddard is supposed to be rebooting the Matrix, making his own version. And if they start over, I think that'll be great. I don't know if we want Keanu Reeves and Carrie Ann Moss all to come back because they are of a certain age, and I don't know if Keanu Reeves has it in him to want to be doing all that choreography. Because look, he was already saying that it's a lot when he's doing John Wick and the how demanding it is to be that physical in those movies, especially when you're doing judo, flipping people and doing it's a lot of knee work. So if you had Ana de Armas complaining as young as she is, and Keanu Reeves is way older than her, can you imagine them coming back and doing that movie? So if they need to bring in new people, whatever for the Matrix, I'm here for that. But if they want to find a way to bring Morpheus back, I'm here for that too. Because I mean, I like Yaya, but he was no Morpheus. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Would you like to see Laurence Fishburne in the MCU as Professor Charles Xavier? I'm like, I'm here for it. I would like to see it. So, because he is a great actor, and I think that like I said, he's very commanding. He's got that gravitas to him. He definitely can command the room. We seen that speech that he gave in Matrix Reloaded, so we definitely can command a group of a room full of people. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.